Hello. Today we will be discussing the steps to use JavaFX with Apache NetBeans IDE 26. We will be using Apache NetBeans IDE 26, Java Open JDK 24, JavaFX 24.0.2, and Scene Builder 24.0.1. The installation order will be Open JDK, NetBeans, JavaFX, and finally Scene Builder. Please note, JavaFX 24.0.2 release is designed to work with Java JDK 24, but will also work with JDK 22 and JDK 23. First, Open JDK. The website to go to is displayed on screen. Choose from the ready to use, and we want the latest version, which is JDK 24. You want to download the version for your platform. We're using Windows. Once it's downloaded, you want to extract the file to your Java directory in the C drive. If you don't have one, you should create one now and then extract the file to it. Once the file is extracted, you want to create a system variable for Java Home, and you want to set that to the latest version of Java. So for this example, we would name it Java Home, all capital letters, and the variable name is where we stored the Java version. Second, we'll be installing NetBeans, and the directory, the website is listed on screen. And when it's downloaded, you want to install it using the default, all the default options. Next, we'll be installing javafx. So the website is listed on screen. And once again, we want to choose the version for our build. The latest version is JavaFX 24, and our build is Windows X64. So we want to extract the file to the C drive, to the folder JavaFX. If the folder doesn't exist, you should create it and extract the file to that directory. And again, you want to set a system variable. In this case, it's path to fx, and you want to set it to the latest version of JavaFX. And finally, you want to install Scene Builder, and the website for Scene Builder is on the page. I will leave all of the links to the four different downloads in the description. The final steps of the setup is in the NetBeans IDE. We want to go to the Tools menu, Libraries, New Library. We're going to call it JavaFX. And we want to add all of the jar files from our JavaFX. So in the C drive, drill down to the JavaFX, choose the latest version. Under the library, select all of the jar files under the library, and we want to add them, and click OK. You are now ready to create your first JavaFX program. First thing we'll do is we'll add a new project. You can go under the File menu and New Project, or you can just click on the quick button, New Project. We want to choose Java with Ant, and choose Java application. Don't choose JavaFX. The projects that are available do not work properly. There's a lot of unnecessary components with those that we will probably never use. So choose Java with Ant. We want Java application. Click on next. We're going to call our program Hello World JFX. Now, we want to create a main class. I'm going to call mine com.bore.main. Now, you can call it whatever makes sense to you. Then we can click on Finish. And the project is created for us. Okay, so there are a few other things that we need to do. So under Hello World, right click, choose Properties. Under Build Compiling, we want to remove Compile on Save. If we compile every time we save, it can cause a lot of issues with JavaFX. So it's easier just to compile when we want to compile, not compile every time we save. The second thing that we need to do is we need to add our JavaFX library. So under Libraries, under Class Path, hit the little plus. We want to add library and choose JavaFX. Add the library and it's now there. Okay. The next thing we want to do is under our package, we want to add a new package. So right click on your existing package, click on new and Java package, and we're calling this package view. Click on finish and it's now there. So now we go to our scene builder. We want an empty scene. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to click on File, Save As, and then we're going to go to our C drive, find our programs, and find our Hello World. Under Source, Com, Bore, View, we want to name this Hello World. Click Save. Now if we switch back to our NetBeans, we'll see that under the package com.bore.view is our javafx.fxml scene. So let's go back to Scene Builder and we're going to create our scene. Now, every scene has to have a container. And we have lots of different containers to choose from. We're going to choose a titled pane. Now, there's two different types of titled panes. One has piece components already added, and the other is empty. For our demonstration, we're going to choose the empty one, drag that out to the center. And we're going to add the text, Hello World. And let's give it a nice color. Because right now, it's just black. So let's give it a nice color. Any color will do. And as you can see, the color changed here. Okay. Next, we're going to add a control. We're going to choose a label. We're going to drag that out. And we're going to change the text of the label to Hello World. Now that's kind of small, so let's increase its size. And let's give it a nice color as well. Let's choose. Okay. Now we'll just save our file and then go back to our NetBeans. Okay, so now we're ready to work with our program, our application. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to let this know that it's an application. So we add extends application. Okay. Now, we're going to create a couple of variables. First, we need a stage. So we're going to call it our primary stage. And now we need a container for our stage. We're going to use titled pane because that's the same layout that we used in our scene builder. I'm going to call it our main layout. So let's add our imports. We want to choose the import for javafx. And the same for the titled pane. We want the import for the javafx. Okay, now you'll notice here that there's an error beside the main class. That's because we're extending an application and it wants an override. So we'll add our override now. And it is for the start class. And it needs to be sent a stage. So we'll just send it a stage. And we're going to add a throw exception just in case the stage doesn't exist. So we're going to create another container. And I'm just going to call it root. And for this, we're going to create a scene. So we've created a scene, and we're adding root to our scene. Now, once again, we have to add our imports. Make sure we choose the javafx ones. Oh, and I should add the import for our application, and that will clear up our errors. So, using our primary stage above, we're going to assign it the stage that was sent to this class. And we're going to set the scene of the stage to the scene that we had created. So let's add a title to our stage. And now we want to retrieve all of the information from our hello world. So we're going to call a new class. And that's the end of our override start class. So now we need to create the class show main view. We're going to use an IO exception because it's going to be looking for our hello world fxml file. And if it can't find it, we want to catch that exception. So we want to add the imports for that. So in order to bring in that file, we need to have an XML loader, which will read the XML file. So we're just going to call it loader. We'll add that in, include the import. So we're going to tell the loader where to find the file. And it's under our main class. Get resource. And it's under our view package. And we called it hello world.fxml. Now that has to have the exact spelling. So we're going to assign to our main layout, we're going to assign that file. We're going to turn this into a scene. Now, our primary stage needs to have the scene set to it. Make sure our spelling is correct. And now we will show that stage. And finally, the last thing to do is we want our main class to launch the whole package. No spaces. And we're using controls. And we're using an fxml file. And we're using graphics. Now, graphics needs special permissions. So we're going to allow it to have access to our graphics. And lastly, this is going to use memory that the core Java program is going to say, hey, yeah, that's unsafe because this is not part of the native package. So we're going to tell it to say that it's okay, we want it to run. And that's all we need to add. I'll leave these in the description below so you can see them. Click on OK. We can now compile. And we can run. We have a small error. We'll fix this. I left out a period. Right there. Make sure that there's no other issues. Everything looks good. Try one more time. And we'll run it. And here we go. So that's all there is to it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and we'll see you again.